This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Bro, can you hear? You can hear me now.
This is what
my bad.
427
I figured it out. My bad.
Every month of every
All right, we're in it. I've been talking the whole time again, but we're in it now.
Might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this,
Sorry, I'm munching, bro.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, shit. Ow. Alright. Alright. We're off. Huh. What should we do? We got all these places to explore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. But we're gonna spread open our cheeks and take a pic on here.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, I don't know where my co-workers at, G. Anything in there? Who's? Oh my god. Oh, I could have been. Oh, whatever. Oh, hey. Oh. Can I turn it back on? Okay. Is it a mirror? No. Can I run? Ooh! I don't know why this scared me, but I can crouch. I'm poo on this plane. Sorry. I had Taco Bell this evening. Bro, how big is this goddamn office, bro? Our brother Stanley. Oh, can I get up in there? Can I get up in there? Why does it sound like I'm clicking on a keyboard? I'm clicking X.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Jaiden, alright, we need to think. Left or right? He said I went on the left, right? He's trying to predict my future, but he don't know who I really am. Oh. That's so mean. I really... Wow. That's awfully rude. Bro, Jaiden! Get off Rainbow, I need assistance. This door or this door? Sorrow. Alright. Here, we'll just turn around. Bro! That's the advice you give me, bruh? I'm asking for assistance and you wanna insult me? Alright. No. And what door looks prettier? Like, to be honest though, like, yeah, he said like go left, but like honestly, like if I'm picking right, I'm just trying to be a rebel because I think I would go left anyway. So he just so happened to say the path I would have gone regardless. So we're just gonna go down this way. Oh. Okay. Hey, we're just trying to get home for real. You're not fun.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
God damn, I better. Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
shit.
around and got back on track.
Oh, there's definitely something here. Oh. Would you look at that? There's a broom in the broom closet. No
There was
shit.
nothing here. No choice to make,
What?
no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Bro. Calm down, bro. I'm trying to find the One Piece.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, up or down, Jaiden? Up or down? Did we go to the boss's office? Ooh, there's a little bit of red shinies, and then there's go right. Okay, up with the boss. All right, is this it? Nope. Ooh. Wait, can you see yourself comment? Like, does that pop up on your screen, or is that just for me? Oh. Dude, you're... Oh my god, Jaiden, you are behind. You idiot. Or maybe... Bro. Jaiden.
What?
Where are you at in the video?
I'm at the doors.
Yeah, you're very behind.
How?
I don't know, but I was reacting to... Like, your comments come immediately, but you're behind. So for a long time, you weren't commenting, and so I was talking to myself, and now you're reacting to where I was talking to myself and getting mad at you for not answering. If you believe that. Because look, I'm here.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, you just went into the right door.
Yeah, I went into... Yeah.
Left door.
Wait, like... Hold on. Is your video behind, or are you all caught up?
I have to go back. I'm in the storage room.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm saying like, is the red bar at the finish? Or are you earlier?
Oh, no. Now I'm at the finish. Well, it wasn't at the finish for some reason.
Alright, so... Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, tell me when you hear me say this. Bing bong! Say bing bong. Alright. Alright, that's reasonable.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What?
2845.
2845?
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, you're fucking wrong.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Bing bong.
Amazing.
Ding ding
He
ding.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Excuse me. The fuck? Oh. Alright, lad. Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
A bit
It was a
peculiar.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question.
Yeah, I'm kind of
the
sad you
nature
missed the
of his job.
closet part. It was
Why did he
funny.
feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead
fuck?
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, let's keep it a buck, Jaden. Do we go to the mind control facility, or we take a hard left and we escape? It would be scarier. Okay.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
Mom.
was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, I won't, mister. I'm not gonna dying. I'm Stanley.
The door
Stanley.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Okay, mister.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Duh.
and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, I don't die. I'm Stanley Parable. Boop. What if I just walk back now? It's probably a finish that I don't give a fuck about. Whee! Oh, we're still falling. Yeah. Oh shit! I think I'll just walk that one off.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
What the
demise,
fuck is
he
that?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence
No,
whatsoever.
no,
Stanley can't see
no,
the
no,
big
no,
picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss. like
No,
cutting
alright,
the
it's a
ice
troll.
edge
I'm gonna be
of a
fine. I'm gonna walk away scot-free.
So he
Watch.
resigned and willingly
It's gonna
accepted
break or
this
something.
violent end
Trust.
to his brief and shallow
Watch.
life.
Watch.
Farewell, Stanley.
No, I'll be aight. Right? Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
Give me
Stanley
my
was
award.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine
Oh.
crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. What is this, a fucking play? I don't find that very funny.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What the fuck?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Oh shit, this is a
Do you
map?
see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh wow, this is like the deepest shit. Okay, so we start hearing. So we actually can't access nothing until... Hold on, these are funny as shit. Look, office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Shane's office to the two doors is the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered through the development. The core layout only is almost nothing. Oh wait, no, that one's not funny. This one is though. But I'm not reading that one because I don't care. I already read it, so it's not gonna be funny the second time. The two doors. Why the fuck does it sound like I'm clicking? See, like that, like this sounds like that. Like it should be. Oh, cool. So. Ew, those are disgusting. Oh, where did the fuck? Where is it? Dude, this is like spoiling shit for me, dude. Like, let me be dead. There's like a museum of all the things you do in the game, and like.
Oh, look at these two.
What?
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
What the
How
fuck are
they
you
both
talking
wish to
about?
be free.
Dude, I just got here, and I feel like I got the most complex goddamn ending. The fuck is this, dude?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Who?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Bro, when I see you
But
though,
listen
I'm
to
gonna
me.
beat your ass.
You
Oh,
can
what the
still
fuck?
save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What are you talking
Turn
about?
off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm not turning off my PlayStation, but I will look up if that has an ending, because that's funny as shit. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm too lazy. That was a mindfuck and a half. Okay. We're back, baby. Is there like, whatever. Let's try these doors.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
No, I was just
And
clicking
I
it.
suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants...
I've clicked like 1,000 goddamn times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Bro, I don't know why I'm supposed to click this goddamn door. But this is absolutely...
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have
Bro,
meant
what are you
something.
talking
It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks into 417? Alright. Oh.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Wait, what the fuck? That...
Excellent. I think we're
Oh my
getting
God.
somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I'm gonna beat the narrator's ass. What did he say? 415. What a bastard he is.
Now, back to door number
Oh
437.
my God.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, you cuck. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Whoa.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Oh my god.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
What the fuck am I doing this for? You asshole. Okay.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Oh,
wow. That felt
my
amazing.
gosh.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes,
That
I'm
was
very
disgusting.
proud of how far we've come today.
Jesus Christ. Jaiden, what the fuck?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this
Oh,
was
we're
not
going
the
the right-
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You're right. I just want to look. A little
Yes,
peeksies.
truly a room worth admiring.
Right.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just
Right.
to spend a few moments here in this but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, sure didn't. I'm a dickhead.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
And they just don't give a fuck, narrator. Hey. Let me get a key card. Busting out of here. Oh,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
what?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No,
I
you-
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah,
There's
why?
someone
It's-
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Ooh.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh
This is
shit.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your
Who the
life.
fuck are you?
She's been waiting.
Is she a hoe? Be honest. Oh, bitch. Wait, should I went left? Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Bro. Jane, should I pick up the phone? Should I unplug the phone? Or should I walk out the door? Phone plugged out. Phone plugged out. Phone plugged out. Oh, down. Phone plugged out. Phone plugged out. Pick up? Alright.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha.
Who is this boy?
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
That
Come
was
inside.
just-
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Bro, okay, no. You really I spit on you. You really thought I was gonna go in here after you just dropped a nuclear bomb on my forehead. You want to show me that I had such a negative amount of bitches that you faked my wife? No.
Sorry, but you're
Oh.
in my story now.
Okay, I didn't know we were playing Fortnite, bud. Oh. Okay, Trump, calm down. Yeah, that's your name now. I'm gonna call you Trump. Alright, shawty, let's
This
get
is
to
a
it.
very
Come on.
sad
Oh,
story about
can't
the
go in there.
death of a man named Stanley.
I'm not dead. Good morning.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Hey, just do it.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. Oh, they knew exactly what I was gonna do if I were to be able to go right there. If I could go right there, the things I would do. Oh, woman, you don't wanna know. Was there anything in the fridge? Man,
But in his
whatever.
mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with the boys.
So,
What?
going further, he imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This dude's an asshole.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
Oh.
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Yellow
And down
line,
another was a
Tim.
game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I'm getting awfully claustrophobic in this bitch.
There is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's
Look at
doing is
this
pushing the same
asshole.
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I don't want to be at work in the morning. I'm not clicking it anyway. Oh. Oh, I get what's happening here. I have to click the button. I have to.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
And
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
The fuck? This game is hurting my head. Is there a way to know you get all the endings? The marker.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So this game's funny as shit. Alright, anyway, back to the burn.
No.
Come
Not again.
on,
I won't
bro.
be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. Not this time. Good guess, though, buckaroo. Yeah. Hi, does this say Lassie? I don't know. In first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. Okay, fuck that, I don't know. Okay. Hair. Or some
Stanley
dumb
just
Easter egg.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
This is gonna drive me
None of it
insane.
made
I'm doing
any logical
circles.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
through here,
he
I guess.
imagined himself flying.
Like, what type of parking garage is this?
Above the ground.
You get two
Then
spots.
He imagined himself soaring through
This is
space on a
terrible.
magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
Bro,
this was not a
what the
dream.
fuck?
Could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What the fuck?
And everything went black.
Bro.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day
Mariella.
like any other. She
Right.
rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her
Oh.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Bro, this game
She
is so
had no
trippy.
time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Alright. What next?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned an extra secret.
Yo, who just joined?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, was it 7845? Wow. W clicking.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wait, hold up. All right. Bro. Gino, what is that, bruh? Whoa. Whoa.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
I sure did.
Mind Control Facility.
Let's see. Boop. Oh, they left.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think I made him leave.
Probably. Bro, go see if there's still pizza.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Huh?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wait, should I turn it on or should I turn it off?
Which one's your light?
Huh?
Which one's your light?
Light?
Yeah.
Oh, this short one.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Huh? What?
Yes. He had won.
It's
He had
downstairs in the
defeated
counter.
the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Huh?
And yet, even as
No,
the
don't use
immense
that.
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on
Hey,
how
you
many
can, doesn't matter.
puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, I beat the game. I'm getting a phone call.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. What? What's so silly?
This song is fire.
Thank you. I had a ghostwriter. You made it. It looks like I may be a vampire. Is there pizza left?
No, I ate it all.
Are you lying?
Yeah. I ate it all because I ate Mom's last one. Hey, Howard. Hey.
Why would we just keep getting it wrong?
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He
Now.
fell to his knees,
Let's
bursting
come over
into
and make
half
you put it
moans,
down.
half sobs, the guttural
5,
retching of life from
4.
a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a
The only thing I ate today
4-digit
was that
code
pizza.
so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
Bro.
What the fuck did she just fall over?
This.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Asshole.
You're a big girl. This is a great name for power. Like, I love her. Yeah, she was a little baby with his
Bro, I might get one of this dude's Made in Heaven hoodies. They're actually cool.
Go, go, go.
What's that?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How they not said insulator yet?
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.